Fred Barstein with 401k TV here at Villanova University, where we just completed a TPSU program. I'm here with the adjunct lecturer, Rich Hepp. Welcome, Rich.
Thank you, Fred.
Okay, if we ask you a few questions?
Sure.
So Rich is an advisor with Wharton Hill Advisors, and they're one of the largest defined contribution advisors in the country, located here in the Fort Washington area of Pennsylvania. This was their first TPSU program. How was this for you?
It was good. It was exciting. I thought it was well run, well organized. So I thought it went
just
well
good.
Run.
That's all we are.
It was well run. It was great.
Okay. Okay. So, one of the things that you brought up a lot in this was this concept of future self. So, where did you learn about future self?
So I am freshly minted out of UCLA University, where I did the TPSU event for the CKP, and what they were really focusing on, what really struck home for that whole week I was there was, intuitively I know in dealing with plan sponsors and the participants specifically, is that this hesitation to get involved in the plan is because they're overwhelmed and they just can't, they're concerned about their new job, their pay, and their healthcare, the immediate things that they use.
Sure.
And so this Professor Hirschfield at UCLA was really focusing on some of the reasons that we intuitively know people don't think about the future, meaning retirement, is because they can't think of their future self. And they actually went through a whole scientific experiment that kind of, without going through the science of it, charted how we think of our current self versus people we know, love, and then just other people that we know, and then went through a series of thinking about their future self. It actually registered lower than everything. And that intuitively made sense because in people's minds, their future self really doesn't even exist. So how can you care about that?
It's a different person.
It's a different person. So what happens is it really does, it's a direct correlation as to why they won't invest for the future. It's part of the inertia, it's all that. It really struck a nerve. So
how are you going to use this to help your clients?
Well, I think from an education standpoint, for sure, is telling them what I'm telling you. Really trying to put plan sponsors and really participants in a position to think about their future more.
Right.
And then really, we all do it, but after the fact, you can then show sort of the numbers, the differences between, not saving for, and we have all these examples, right? There's every 5 years, every decade you miss, what the difference is. You'll never catch up to someone who started investing 10 years earlier than you.
Right.
And so I just think tying that together with them understanding that they're not making a connection with their future self in retirement, I think it's gonna be a little more impactful.
So knowing the problem, and then there is an app that shows you the way you look in 30 years.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you have all the there's some professional apps out there for sure, but there's definitely the aging apps that are out there that show you what you're going to look like in 30 years. It does ring true to say, whoa, that's when you say to a 25-year-old the age 40, that doesn't always ring true, but when you tell them it's only 15 years away, they're like, whoa, that's a little more a different way to view it. It's the same thing. I think they need the visual too, not just the verbal of that.
Cool. Well, thank you for your first TPSU program.
Yeah.
Hopefully many more.
It was great.
And thank you for watching 401k TV. Please stay tuned.